Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mangs, and I welcome you guys to part 21 of Let's Play Fire Emblem 4 The Substitute Run. Yes, now if you don't know what this is, I am reviving an old Let's Play that stopped about a year ago, due to my computer dying and me losing the save states. If you're wondering why we're on part 21, if you did happen to follow this Let's Play, it's because I took about 5 episodes down from the channel because I was very unhappy with their sound quality. So we're starting over again in part 21 because I want all of my episodes to be up to the quality I expect from the videos on my channel. Now, if you're new to this Let's Play and haven't watched it before, I will place this episode in the playlist so you can go back and watch it from the beginning if you want to. It is actually a Let's Play that I am very happy with, and I hope you guys will enjoy it, as well as the resurrection of it, and I do plan to complete the entire game. Now, if you don't know what the Substitute Run is, it's basically a Fire Emblem 4 second generation playthrough, where I only use the substitute characters, and I bench all the characters with Major Holy Blood, except for Celise. Anyway, I'll talk more about the specifics of this Let's Play once I'm done with the introduction of the chapter. So let's get to it. Upon liberation... off to a great start there. Upon liberating the peninsula's northern half, the Liberation Army stationed themselves at Mies Castle, uncertain of their next course of action. Beyond Mies Castle and the towering mountain ranges lay Tracia, home to the Wyvern Knights. Aligning with Emperor Alvis, King Trabant governed this remote region, representing the sole ally of the Granbell Empire. King Trabant stationed both his children, Prince Arion and Princess Altena, at the capital, while the distinguished General Hannibal, dubbed the Shield of Tracia, was posted at Cappadocia Castle. Occupying Luthetia Castle was the king's trusted confidant General Giesler, and, dispatched from the Empire, the Dark Bishop Judah held Grutia Castle. King Trabant was prepared for a full-scale confrontation with the Liberation Army. Even the citizens of Tracia feared Celise's Liberation Army to be an invading force and began taking up arms. Is there any justice to be found in this battle? And for whom are we fighting for? These very issues now confronted Celise and his Liberation Army for the first time. Now, I may notice that it's saying Surlease. That's because I'm using a new and updated translation patch. I don't agree with all the names, but it is really good compared to the old one I was using. And it has much more of the game actually translated. And we see Trabant strolling around in the mountains. If you're wondering what happened to the custom music, it's probably gonna come back. I just haven't played Fire Emblem 4 in a long time, so I kinda missed the original music. Altena, what the hell's going on? Why didn't you attack Manster? But father, I don't want to hear it. Don't you underestimate me, Altena. Your skills on the battlefield are like no other, and I depend on you and Aaron to walk as my hands and feet out there. So what happened? You ignore my orders, lose an entire battalion, and stroll in like here like nothing happened? You thoroughly disappoint me, girl. I'm sorry, father, but hear what I have to say. How do you ever expect the citizens of Tracia to be content driving off the blood and sweat of other nations? Your ways leave much to be desired, father. That's enough. Your opinion is not wanted here, Altena. Now listen and obey father's wishes. She's very young, father. I imagine the sight of actual combat overwhelmed her a bit. Please, father, just this once. Go easy on her. Arion, if you wouldn't baby that girl so damn much, she might not be such a problem for me. Altena, I'll give you one more chance. Now command the battalion and take Mies back. If you screw up again, daughter or not, I'll show you no mercy, understood? Yes, father. Whew, the kid hates me. I swear Ethelyn was speaking to her from the grave. Father, she's just a child. She doesn't know where to draw the line sometimes. Whatever. Well, I'm off to Cappadocia. It seems Hannibal has a problem with my way of running things, and so I must take measures to make sure he doesn't turn on me. I've never seen father in such dismay. What could have happened? Over the hills and far away. Cappadocia. General Hannibal, Mies has fallen to the rebels. I have Altena going in for the attack. I want your armored knight battalion to carry out a raid as well. Your Majesty, how many times must I tell you? This battle is futile. Only a ceasefire with the Liberation Army will allow us time to strengthen internally. Siding with the Empire was an absurd idea, and the populace is now in jeopardy as a result. Where do you get off? They killed my men out there, and now they got Mies Castle. What good is a ceasefire going to do us now? I see. Well, it appears there's no other choice then. You're not thinking of turning on me, are you, Hannibal? Your Majesty, I happen to have a certain amount of distinction as a warrior, thank you. Well, how about we have a little test of your loyalty then? Your boy's coming with me. You can have him back when this war is over. Your Majesty, have you no faith in me? If betrayal's not on the cards, then you've got nothing to worry about. Of old. Bring me the boy. Father! Charlo, forgive me. Don't worry, Hannibal. You get him back when we're through fighting. That boy's not even your real son, Hannibal. Does he really mean that much to you? Charlo is everything to me, adopted or not. Don't tell me the distinguished general has a soft spot for kids. Alright, I'm counting on you. Luthetia Castle. We're about to go to war, Diesler. You got the castle well protected, don't you? Your Majesty, it's my pleasure. Luthetia Castle is impenetrable, Your Majesty. You may put your worries at ease. I'll take your word for it. I have very little faith in Hannibal of Cappadocia, though. So I took his kid hostage, and I want you to keep an eye on him. You can count on me. And what if Hannibal were to turn on us? You're to kill the boy. I don't care if he's a child. Understood. Trabant's a busy guy. Very busy guy. Grutia Castle. Bishop Judah, will Emperor Alvis uphold our pact and send me some reinforcements? Aren't we the cautious one? Rest assured, a battalion of knights are on their way. Alright, then I'm leaving this castle to your custody. You make sure the rebel army doesn't pull one over on you. Mies Castle. A battalion of Wyvern Knights just left Thracia. Get ready, Sir Lys. We're going back in. But Levin, the Empire is our enemy. Is there any reason we should take on Thracia too? The reasons become apparent if you handle this properly. This battle is already well underway, Sir Lys. There's no going back. But the Wyvern Knight on top of that mountain back there, she looked so sad. The thought of having to fight her as well. Sir Lys, get over it. This is war. If you can't handle the heat, then you belong back at Tynalorn. Levin? Levin, there's no call for speaking to His Highness like that. He's obviously exhausted. You can say the same for everybody here, but we don't have time to try and broke peace with an unwilling enemy. We have to get back to Granbell and stop the resurrection of Lopotoso as soon as possible if we're to have any hope of saving the world. Oifi, Levin's right. There's no stopping this battle. If we don't want it to be meaningless, we'll just have to force our own meaning into it through our actions. Let's get moving, no more looking back. I do believe that part of the dialogue was not translated in my old patch. Finn, what's wrong? You've been lost in thought ever since we left Manster. Your Highness, did you notice the Wyvern Knight atop that mountain in Manster? Yeah, I did. It's not often you see a female Wyvern Knight, even in Thracia. Why? Was something strange about her? The lance she was holding was none other than the Holy Gayborg. And her body was enshrouded in the aura of Nova, just like your father. Finn, what are you trying to tell me? Well, it means that neither your sister Altena nor the Gayborg perished in the Thracian army surprise attack on your family. She's alive? Then what she's doing commanding Thracian forces? I would surmise that Trabant took her captive and raised her as his own child. Huh? Trabant mustn't be as cold-hearted as everyone has made him out to be. All is not as it seems. Between the two of you, only Princess Altena inherited the god Noba's lineage from your father. Lineage. Accordingly, only she can use the Gayborg. And that explains why Trabant abducted her. It doesn't surprise me. A man like him. So, he's basically just using her, Trabant. Trabant, you're rotten to the core! Finn, we must let her know the truth, and then we can avenge our parents' death together. You are the only one she would possibly listen to now, Your Highness. You are her brother, after all. I'm sure she'll open up to you. Please, do whatever is in your power to save the princess. Alright. Then we'll make a shortcut, and we'll be right back. Alright, we are back. The arenaing is done, and we are out on the battlefield. And, once the enemy phase is over, I'll talk a little bit about the characters. Because, of course, they're a little bit different now. It appears the rebel army has begun to move. Sir, we await your orders to attack. Let's focus on the castle's defenses. We shall not attack unless absolutely necessary. But your son? Yes, I know, but let's just wait and see how things develop first. Cannot forgive me, but I'd like you to cover the castle. As you command, sir. So now, of course, Altena's gonna come flying over. And this bandit will go to work on these villages right there. There's a female hero there, by the way. That's quite rare. We're taking back Mies Castle. All troops prepared to attack. Alright, so first things first, we have some guys in the castle that are still here. I'd like to bring them out. Like so. And of course, the lovely Layla. Alright, so let's talk about these characters, shall we? As I said, I had to start all over again. So naturally, since I've played from the beginning, characters might be a little bit different. They might have different stats, different levels. I know for a fact that I think I have less experience on my group overall as a result of using Celise and Finn a little bit too much. So let's talk a little bit about these guys, shall we? Of course, we have Dimna, the Archer Knight. He is about to promote. He is pretty beastly in this playthrough. Dimna, always a good unit, really, because he gets that special event in Chapter 1, which I think give him like +5 strength or something. So with the Brave Bow, I also gave him a speed ring because his speed, as you can see, was a little bit low at 14. With the Brave Bow, he just murders everything. So Dimna, really fucking good units. Pursuit also gives him a lot of leeway. Jan, she's a healer. That's really about it. She kind of sucks. I paired her up with Leaf this playthrough. Bad stats, but hey, she's a mounted healer. That's pretty much all you want her to do. The Based Hawk, the Master of Black Storms. Hawk will never be bad. Like, he just comes with the best base stats in the game. Even by, like, Holy Blood standards, Hawk's a good character. He'd be able to hold his own with the Holy Blood crew. And as a substitute, he's ridiculous. Of course, he's nowhere near the overpoweredness of Seti. And I guess it's fitting that Seti's substitute is OP, but he's just amazing. Pursuit Continue comes with the Lightning Tome, which is one of the best tomes in the game, because he literally has a weapon triangle advantage over everyone, except for Dark Mages. Speed of 27. Is there anything we can... Like, is there anything wrong about this guy now? I also gave him the Thief Bracelet and a Silence Staff, because the Silence Staff is very, very cost-effective. I mean, it's very costly. And with the Thief Staff, Ring, he should be able to steal shits. Linda, Thunder Mage, she's very good at critting people at half health. That's pretty much what I keep her around for. And she's pretty good at that. So yeah, has Wrath, and thanks to Paragon, she's really simple to level up. Layla, Busty Dancer. Gotta love Layla with the Charisma. She's level 20. I gave her a lot of experience this playthrough. So she has a speed of 21. Her other stats kind of suck. I don't know why her strength growth is so high. I guess the programmers just thought it would be funny. But yeah, she can't really fight. She can never fight no matter what you do, really. Mana! This time around, I actually gave her the special event with Celise, which gave her +5 luck. So now she's actually really good. Mana's stats are kick-ass. And she's very easy to level up since she's, you know, a healer. And stays in this game completely OP. Her avoidance is fucking godlike with 17 speed and 25 luck. I really like this chick. Of course, we have Finn. I used him a little bit too much this playthrough. He's already level 28. So he'll mostly be there just, you know, for backup situations. I probably won't feed him this much experience. I gave his Brave Lance to Famina, because I just thought she'd benefit more from it. But yeah, Finn, just a... Like, he has no Holy Blood, so theoretically he is very viable for this playthrough. But even without Holy Blood, he's OP. And here's a little bit of a change. I actually included Johan instead of Johalva this time around. I'll list his growths, just because we haven't really seen Johan. So, compared to Johalva, Johan has a lot more speed, but otherwise pretty identical stats. I do believe his skill growth is a little lower, which is why I gave him a skill ring. But aside from that, his growths are actually pretty goddamn good. He is pretty much exactly like Lex from the first generation. A lot of strength, a lot of defense. And his speed growth is actually surprisingly good. But he doesn't have pursuits. He does have vantage though. But if I don't think you can obtain the pursuit bracelet in the second generation if you don't pass it down. But if this guy were to get the pursuit bracelet, he'd actually be really good. Although the Brave Axe is really heavy, so it does weigh him down quite a lot. In this game, there's no constitution. You simply just lose speed from the weapon's weights. But I decided I want to try to use Johan because I never tried him before, and I actually like him a lot better than Johalva. He's mounted, so by default, he's a lot better, even though his stats are slightly lower. He's paired up with Radney. Then, of course, we have the Sucky Thief. I really try to give her experience, but no matter what I do, she's always bad. The problem with Daisy is that because of her shitty skill, she's really struggling hitting things, and you can't get the Wind Sword in the second generation until very late if you don't pass it down, which naturally I can't do. So the Wind Sword will never go to Daisy until it's like way too late, so she struggles hitting things with a skill of 10. So she can't even do her job as a thief properly. I mean, what the hell? And of course, we have the one and only Tristan. He is amazing. Holy shit. Like, so strong. And once he gets the Brave Sword, he just kicks all manner of ass. He also has critical, so he always has that burst potential. He's just a really solid unit. Can't wait until he promotes. Asaelo. I like Asaelo a lot. I gave him the Killer Bow because he already have Pursuit and Charge, which is called Duel in this translation patch, funnily enough. So, I mean, he just has solid base stats across the board. A little bit low in the luck department, but yeah, I felt like the Killer Bow suited him better. Then we have Rodolban. Rodolban, naturally very good. He is a little bit weaker than his sister, to be quite honest. He does come with Vantage, which is something his sister does not get, but he doesn't have as many secrets events as Radney does, so his stats are naturally a little bit lower. But I did give him the Shield Ring and the Silver Blade, so he can hit really hard. And of course, his sister, very good. She has the Brave Sword, which makes her even better. And she has a Power Ring and a Shield Ring, so yeah, she's pretty kick-ass. She's very similar to Lakshay, really, except she doesn't have the Meteor Sword, but she doesn't need it because she kills everything she hits anyway. And of course, we have Celise. I didn't pass down Sigurd's amazing Silver Sword in this Let's Play, and I didn't give Celise the Elite Ring. But he's still pretty high level, and for some reason, I tried to keep him away from the 3 leadership stars, but when he promotes, he just gets them anyway. So yeah, I'm trying not to use Celise so much this run. I want it to be a substitute run, not a Celise run. I'm also like considering using Oifi, because while Oifi is pretty OP in Chapter 1, he actually doesn't grow that well. Or I've just been really unlucky with him, that could also be the case. His stats aren't actually that good. And of course, last but not least, we have Femina. I gave her the Paragon Ring, as well as the Leg Ring, so she can really move fast. I hope to promote her very soon. She's gotten Finn's Brave Lance, which actually has a fair amount of kills on it, so she can actually crit very reliably with it. The only problem is her stats kind of suck. Her skill is goddamn awful. But hopefully she should be able to go here and rescue this village right here that's burning down. I don't think she necessarily can do a lot against these heroes, though, because they are actually really nasty. Yeah, level 20 heroes. Yeah, she can't do shit against them, to be quite honest. She doesn't even have that good res. What I like to do right here is I like to go and fetch... fetch Hannibal immediately, and the reason why I like to do that is because I like to have him start moving towards me immediately. I'm gonna have Leaf around here so that I can go talk to Altena when she does arrive. I also do believe we have a conversation with Daisy and Asaelo. We do. Daisy, are you stealing again?
Yeah, just a little.
Well, knock it off. I don't care if it's coming from the enemy.
You think I'd like doing this? Do you have any idea just how low our army's food supply is? That takes money.
I know, but...
And the orphans back in Konate need money too, don't they? I tell you, I'm beat.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I wonder how they're all doing.
You gotta pitch in too. You better not be wasting all your arena prize money, Asaelo.
Jeez, I gotta learn to keep my mouth shut. That gives Daisy 1 luck. It doesn't help, though. She's still terrible. Oh, I don't believe I talked about Leaf, did I? Yeah, here's Leaf. I actually haven't decided if I want to use him. I did feed him some experience, though. Leaf is alright, especially when he promotes. I might use him. He doesn't have Major Holy Blood, so I could definitely use him. It's mainly the Major Holy Blood characters I'm benching. Alright, so the only problem with this is that Johan might be slept. Okay, that's cool. It's good. I can always restore him, though, because I have the restore staff. So this aggroes Hannibal's forces, and I actually prefer doing this because I prefer to kill them before Trabant shows up. If you wait, which is something you definitely can do, you get attacked by both Trabant and Hannibal at the same time, and you get sandwiched in between them. It's a much better strategy to go and aggro them immediately, kill Altena's forces quickly, and then kill Hannibal while Trabant is moving towards you. At least that's what I prefer to do. This is ridiculous. Babysitting at my age?
Mr. Diesler, let me go. My father doesn't want to fight. The only reason he's out there is because you guys got me hostage.
You shut your trap. The Shield of Tracia won't be getting any funny ideas with you in my custody.
Father, no!
Daddy, no. Oh yeah, there's a secret event in this chapter. You can go get a dragon shield. It's a really funny one. I'm gonna give it to Femina, naturally. I do believe you could also give it to Jan. But what does Jan need with defense? She's not supposed to be anywhere near combat anyway. Anyway, I have a lot of people on the brink of promoting. So I definitely should be looking into giving the kills. I think Dimna is like just 1 kill away from promoting. Alright, so we'll... This is how we're gonna do it. We're moving... We don't need to give kills to Hawk, that's for sure. We'll move Dimna over here. Let's see, how do we do this? Okay, yeah. Celise over here. La la la. And we can have Asaello over here. That's perfect. As long as we get Dimna away. Perfect. We can even have him have his sister next to him to give him the sibling crit, which is a 20% bonus to critical. Pretty solid, actually. So now, Leaf should be able to move on to the mountains and then talk to his sister on the following turn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place Johan in this forest right here with the hand axe. Alright, Oifi is guarding the castle. That's great. So naturally, you got this fucker coming at you. Hannibal. We'll talk more about him when I actually recruit him. But right now he has 5 leadership stars. So that is like, his stats aren't terrible. Like, they're okay, but they're not really terrifying. Hannibal himself can't do shit because he doesn't have pursuit. He does have continue, but his speed is crap. And he does get way down by the silver sword. So he has about 5 speed, I do believe. Yeah, he has 5 speed. So he has a 30% chance of attacking again, but he doesn't really hit that hard. Just keep your flying units away from him. The problem is he buffs all of the guys within 3 tiles by 50% in hits and avoidance, which is naturally quite terrifying. You can imagine that is quite scary. Now, if Johan, for any reason, gets sleeped, yeah, we have to restore him. But that's fine, because the restore staff actually has 10 range in this game, which is actually insane. I do believe it's the only Fire Emblem game that features a 10 range restore staff. Normally you have to be next to people. Luckily, because they insist on moving in formation, they move pretty darn slowly. Unless they can attack, then they go like, fuck the formation. But these guys are actually scary as fuck. Brave weapons and very reliable hit chances mean that these guys can really wreck you. So they are not to be trifled with at all. We need to give him some healing. So the plan right now is that Altena squad like moves right into my firing range, and then I can dance for my dudes to give them even more fighting power. Dancers in this game are downright overpowered. Alright, one of them goes for Dimna, that's fine. Oh, for some reason he doesn't have his animations turned on. Okay. Could be that I still have my animations turned on from playing off-screen. That is a thing. But this is great, because Dimna is very close to promoting. So we definitely want him to become a Bow Knight. And I do believe he's level 20 now. Hit points, defense, awesome. Dimna is very tanky for a bow unit. He's extremely tanky. Okay, wow. Wow. He is really reeling it in, taking down 3 of them before they can even do anything else. Some of these guys have lances too, I do believe. So Altena usually places herself in a location where Leaf can easily talk to her. Alright. Let's, I don't really want anything to do with these heroes at all. Because they are quite scary. Problem with Pegasus Knights is that they don't get terrain bonuses, so they're kind of bad like that. I do believe I turned Dimna's animations off. However, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shoot one of these guys. And then I'm just gonna go into the castle and promote. The first squad of Wyvern Knights sent at you are really nothing special. Oh, come on, really? Alright, it's fine. I'll just I really want to promote Dimna on this turn. I can place him here, I guess, and then I can place Leaf right here. We can attack with the light sword, I guess, and then we can dance in the mountains. In the mountains. And no, I did not grind Quan and Ethlin in the first chapter, which means that Leaf does not have increased base stats. He comes with pretty scrubby stats. And the light sword I got from the pawn shop. I did not pass it down. I haven't passed down anything. The only thing I passed down, hit point skill, I think is a leg ring. That's it. Alright, definitely want to use Asaela right here. The killer bow, I should actually have given him a silver bow, because the killer bow is redundant here, because we crit these guys anyway. Although I think Asaela one-shots them regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Definitely, let's, actually, maybe Daisy can actually kill someone. Okay, no, he's 1 health short. He is 1 health short. Like, if I could just poke this guy a little bit with Jan, for example. No, wait, I need to restore. I need to restore Johan. Then I need to get away. Wow, that gives so... It's so easy to level staff users in this game. It's absolutely ridiculous how easy it is. Alright, let's get Johan somewhere safe, like here. Now, if you go out of these guys' range, they will actually retreat. So you want to make sure you keep at it, or else they're just gonna go back to the castle and you'll lose everything you worked for. Also, the bend staff is ridiculously OP in this game. No level ups for Jan. That happens a lot with the substitutes. Better get used to it, actually. Alright, let's see. Ahmed is like level 19. We should definitely try to give him some kills. Definitely. I would really like to promote him. He'll become amazing when he becomes a fighter mage. Although these guys are a little low levels. You don't get that much experience from them, sadly. Hello, cats. What do you want? I'm sure you guys could hear that. My cat is not happy about something. I don't know what. He's not happy. Alright, this guy can't be killed by anyone other than Hawk, so let's do it. Hey, cat! Oh, I think my cat just wants attention. If he was hungry or something, he'd be a lot louder. That was basically just a, hey, pet me kind of meow. Hit points, speed, magic. God damn it, Hawk. You're so good. I don't know what the Sage magic cap is in this game, actually. But isn't there a secret event in this chapter where Hawk gets like 3 magic? I don't think so, actually. Alright, let's try to steal some money from this guy if Daisy... Ah, Daisy can hit. She can. She can do something at the very least. Alright, So who do we wanna... we could go here. The problem is there's some fuckers with brave lances here, which are really fucking annoying. The brave bow is also really dangerous. I don't really want to ride forth here and do anything. I could like ride forth with Finn and take out the guy with the sleep sword. That's probably a good idea. Oh, for some reason I didn't have Finn's animation turned off. I think that's a good idea actually, because that guy is very annoying. Real talk. Okay, so I'll go over here with Layla and I'll dance. Oh, she has her animations turned on for some reason. Alright, then we'll go and talk to our dear sister. Altena, please stop. It's me, your brother. Brother? What are you talking about? Just who the hell are you? I'm Leif of Leinster. Leif? That's Leif as in Prince Leif, I assume. Well, I'm Altena, Trabant's daughter, in case you haven't figured it out yet. Altena, your real parents, Quan and Ethlin, were slain by Trabant 17 years ago. You also went missing at the time, along with the Holy Gayborg. The very lance you hold in your hand right now is the Gayborg of Leinster. You take me for some kind of fool? So the person I believe to be my father is my true father's murderer? What nonsense. Altena, look at me. Take one good look and you'll know if I'm lying or not. Hey, cat? No, I don't want to play now. Altena, please. How could this be? I want so badly to say you're lying, but I can't. Altena, you are my sister. Wait, I must speak with my father. First, I will get to the bottom of this. Altena, what the hell's going on? That's twice now you've deserted your battalion. Father, I have something I must ask you. Are you my true father? Or is my true father King Quan? You found out, didn't you? Well, this day was bound to come sooner or later. Yeah, Quan was your father, but what the hell does that matter now? I was the one who raised you. Don't you forget that. So you murdered my real mother and father? Haha, yeah, I did. You got a problem with that? War is all about death, my dear. What's done is done. You led me astray all these years, father. Trabants. Altena, that's enough. Arion, I swear I'm gonna kill this man. Don't you try and stop me. Step back, Altena. If you oppose father, then you oppose me too. Arion, I could never fight you. Altena, you've crossed the line this time, and now I'll have you die. No, Arion. Is she dead? Arion, you didn't need to go that far, you know. Well, it looks like it's time for me to take matters into my own hands. Arion, you're watching the castle. Yes, father. Here, I'm leaving this lance with you. Trajan's in your hands now. Isn't this the Gungnir? Father, what's the meaning of this? Don't tell me you're going into battle without it. Arion, I've grown tired. It's me they're after anyway. Do as you see fit after I'm gone, okay? So you're suggesting I call for a truce? I will never ever give in to them, father. Like I said, do as you see fit. I only ask that you see an end to the people's suffering. Farewell, Arion. Father! And that's like the one scene which actually redeems Trabant's character. Alright, so now we can send Dimna into the castle to promote. And there's always like one fucker you never get to kill. Could kill this guy with Rodelban, I guess. Ha! 0% chance to hit. Wonderful. Yeah, Rodelban actually needs the experience. The Sleep Sword has extremely bad stats on it. Yeah, you can't kill this guy because he is basically surrounded by impassable terrain, which is a little bit annoying. Alright, one of those guys will attack Finn, but that's fine. Oh fuck, did I remember to remove Femina? I don't think I moved Femina. King Trabant entered combat. Well, the warrior code shall supersede my wishes. Men, I order you to commence attack. Stop the aggressors in their tracks. Here comes Hannibal. And yeah, these guys are really tough. They all got brave lances, and the bow knights got brave bows. And with Hannibal's leadership, they have a 50% bonus. So that 41 gets turned into a 91, which, you know, that's a big deal. Hannibal's a scary guy. So how you do this is you have to kill so many guys in his squad that he retreats, pretty much. I do believe if you kill over 75% of them, he goes back for reinforcements. Then you simply just block his castle, go get Charlo, and then you can recruit him that way. Yeah, I think I forgot to move Femina. Oops. It's fine, though. The village that we need to visit for the secret event is not here anyway. It's the one below that. Oh, right. Ooh, okay. This guy goes after Oifi. Okay. I'm really glad I put someone in charge of defending that castle. That could have been awkward. Alright, so here comes Trabants, and I have a special strategy for dealing with him. La 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 la. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think the time has come to make a shortcut. This is what we'll be dealing with in the next part. Trabant is a very nasty guy. I'm really glad he doesn't have the Gungnir though, or else he'd be terrifying. Pursuits, awareness, and vantage. And 4 leadership stars. Drops a power ring. I think we might have to enlist some Black Storm here. It's gonna be fun. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just so I don't forget, I'm just gonna move Femina. I do believe, as long as you are not within these guys' range, you're fine. Yeah. I'll make a cut here, and we'll see each other in the next episode. I hope you guys liked the return of the substitute run. Let me know what you think of it. You excited to see it back? Are you going to go back and watch it from the beginning if you haven't watched it before? What are your opinions on it? I'd like to hear your comments. And as always, my name is Mangs, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.